Hey, what's going on, everybody? Strider's back and hopefully fully recovered from yesterday's completely obscene casting, but yeah, we're back with another daily high ELO casting. Today we are featuring aphromoo, so that'll be interesting. A lot of people really like to see Vayne play, especially me. Vayne's a rare champion, doesn't really get picked that frequently just because if you're going up against a kill lane, especially something like a Blitzcrank, Graves, that's a lot of damage, so I don't exactly know how the Vayne is going to be able to farm effectively without getting zoned. Her range is really short in comparison to other AD carries, and that's what makes her not as good of a choice, I guess you could say, as other champions. So going against people as powerful as Blitzcrank and Graves, I'm very interested to see if she's going to be able to pull it off properly. She does have an Alistar for support, and Alistar is a wonderful support for Vayne for sure, because he can flash in, pulverize, headbutt them closer to a wall, and then she can kind of tumble and then condemn them into a wall, which stuns them for even longer. Oh, and a great initiation coming out. It looks like blue team, Alistar is actually going to disengage and then flash over the wall. Oh my gosh, Alistar gets grabbed. Back through. Wonderful grab coming from Blitzcrank. Oh my god. Alright, the chat's going crazy. I have to enable that for a second. GG. And then everyone says GG. GG. Alright, so that was a really good pull from the Blitzcrank, obviously. It pulled a double lift, but even better. Alright, yeah, that was pretty ridiculous. So great job on the blue team being able to pick up that first blood. That's gonna put Graves even further ahead. Even Alistar gets, an extra ward or whatnot. But Graves picked up the first blood, and that's gonna be really dangerous for them now. Although Graves sold a couple health potions so we could pick up that Doran's Blade. So he's gonna be a little bit more tanky and a little bit more sustaining. Oh no, Blitzcrank's all by himself against. Okay. He doesn't have Power Fist yet, he's not level 2, so it's not going to be too big of a deal. But that was an awesome fight. Wonderful job by the blue team. Alistar did a great job at trying to get out of there, though. He pulverized and then flashed with this wall almost immediately, didn't even hesitate. He ran in a really predictable path going straight up towards the base. If he would have went somewhere like, or over this wall and then around through here, he would have definitely avoided that whole issue. And I guess Blitzcrank's actually going top instead of bottom. I did not see that coming. So the best Riven NA is, I don't know, everything's a little bit off. I don't know. That blue team is a very interesting team composition with what they're, and especially their lanes. Oh, and a great time coming out, and it looks like Vayne might die. She does throw the cleanse off, is going to be able to get away just fine. And Nunu is actually going to be the support now. So, interesting. But Skarner's hunting down. He really knows Alistar's here. He's going to go after it as soon as possible. Yeah, so Alistar is now getting initiated on by the Skarner. Alistar is kind of low. I don't know if he's going to get help. Yes, he is. He's going to get pulverized. No, it was pulverized. It was on cooldown. Doesn't have okay, so now he has pulverize up. He's gonna pulverize, just do a little bit extra damage, and then Skarner's gonna get all of the rates for free, basically. So all the damage that went off from that pulverize just went right back into him after he killed that big wraith, and now he's going directly to top, trying to go after this Lee Sin. They are picking him off. This might be very interesting. Both of his mobility moves are now off cooldown, so yes, the auto attack with the... Oh yes, and then the grab coming out. Lee Sin is going to go down very easily. He used all of his moves for mobility just to kind of do some farming and harassing, so it wasn't... I think that was a little bit of a misplay on his part, not knowing that he was close. Gragas is just going in. Alistar headbutts, and Nidalee does not quite in tower range, but she's going to be able to flash over this wall without any problems. And now bottom lane, Vayne is still extremely low. Vayne, yes, she does go down to the great quick draw and buckshot from the Graves. Graves is also extremely low though, so this... Oh man. This is an intense game already, but blue team is really showing their power. These lanes that seem to be pretty unconventional are proving to be relatively strong. And wow, Clairvoyance. I actually have not seen a Clairvoyance in an extremely long time. Oh, and Nunu is getting initiated on by the Shen, but I don't know if he's going to be able to get away. Graves goes in, gets the buckshot off, and the auto attack. Not going to be able to get away. Shen does have his feint, going to get that shield for just a little bit. And, uh-oh, Lee Sin has now disconnected. This is not looking good for the red team at all. Hopefully it wasn't a rage quit, but it's possible. I don't know. At this high ELO, you don't typically get rage quits this early. Now Skarner's pinging off mid, so this will also be, I don't know, Nidalee doesn't have that much mana, but neither does Gragas. Gragas isn't going to be able to hit, but oh, he does actually able to body slam away, and Great Spear doing quite a bit of damage to the Gragas. Nidalee does have some AP, 21 AP, so she is going AP Nidalee mid. It's also very unconventional. You don't typically see very many AP Nidalees, let alone throwing them in mid. I remember way back in the day, like right when beta was released, AP Nidalee was like the most annoying champion to play against. She's still pretty annoying, but before there was as many options to counter her as there are now. Because before she was just almost virtually uncounterable. She was so difficult to catch up. Not that many champions had stuns or CC. You know, junglers were still, you know, very, very weak compared to the jungle, so they were really low in health, so early ganks were very difficult to pull off unless you were Warwick, and even then with Warwick, he couldn't really gank until level 6. But yeah, anyway, I digress. And a great thing coming up from Shen, who was able to block a little bit of that damage coming out from the Silver Bolts, but it's just not going to be enough still. Gragas slows down Ward at race, which is a great job, and actually misses the body slam somehow. And a lot of action going down. Vayne is going to go down to the Shen. Very well played by the Shen, but Shen might go down here, but then again it might be another bait in order to get a perfect kill. And now up top, oh, looks like Lee Sin, yes, he gets grabbed by the Blitzcrank, but safeguards 2 minion. Oh no, but the Flash Power Fist goes right up the butt of Lee Sin. Very unfortunate. I'm pretty sure he's going to feel that one tomorrow. And, oh my gosh, blue team's taking such a commanding lead right now. They have a ridiculous amount. Yes. It's going to be very, very scary. They have a ridiculous lead right now. This early on in the game, they're about 3k gold ahead, and now 4 people on the blue team are at bottom trying to get that Nunu, but Nunu was able to get away with the help of Blood Boil and Flash. Now they're still in that bush, but Nunu's pretty low on health as well as mana. He doesn't, yeah, so he's gonna go back. He just got that level, and that's really what he wanted at this point. Is able to get a second point into the Ice Blast, enabling him to really just harass better and slow them down so that Vayne can catch up. What's great about Vayne is that when she's her passive, when you chase people down, so as long as they're in line of sight, you actually have increased movement speed. So you put her passive with Blood Boil and Ice Blast on somebody, and it's extremely, if not impossible, to get away. You have to flash in order to get away from that, especially later game when it gets really, really strong. And a great taunt coming on to the Vayne from Shen, and Shen is still going in. He doesn't really care. Now Graves goes in. He does have his collateral damage, but I don't know if he's going to do much of that. Yes, the buckshot. Oh, Flash is a collateral damage. Wonderful play by Vayne, having him use that ultimate and missing everything. So great job by Vayne. He was able to predict that's exactly what he was going to do. So right when the right when the quick shot came out. Oh, and a great taunt coming out from Shen. Shen actually taking a lot of damage, and the buckshot just barely tips Vayne. Vayne is taking a lot of damage, and Nunu's just going to consume for a little bit of extra bonus health for fun. And up top, let's see, Lee Sin going up against Blitzcrank. I don't know how well this is going to go out. Blitzcrank actually taking some unnecessary oh, and a great job by Lee Sin, taking a ton of damage onto that Nidalee. Nidalee actually feeds the Lee Sin double buffs, and Lee Sin then dodges. Oh my gosh, and then he's going to initiate, and the Power Fist is going to come out, but Alistar headbutt pulverize, and the double buffs from Lee Sin. This is really going to hurt. Oh no, now Shen coming in with the ultimate, but unfortunately it doesn't get completely channeled before the Blitzcrank goes down. Wonderful counter gank from the red team. Blitzcrank went in a little bit too premature, took tower shot, so he had to back off. and Nidalee didn't notice that, so she just kind of engaged by herself with those double buffs before Blitzcrank could really do anything whatsoever. So that was a tad bit poorly timed on the Blitzcrank's part, but it was still very, very good effort. But Lee Sin just capitalized on it. He's like, okay, Blitzcrank's backing off. I really need to go after this Nidalee. Right when she gets the tower shot, I need to jump on her. And that's exactly what he did. He got double buffs from it, which really enabled them to get a wonderful kill onto the Blitzcrank after that without him dying, because he was pretty low. Blitzcrank did use his ultimate and everything, so he was in some danger, but those double buffs really help with the cooldown reduction and, of course, the damage buff. A great body slam coming up from Gragas, smashing Nidalee into the tower, and the ignite going up. I don't know if he's going to be able to get another piece of damage to the heal coming out on a great flash and a body slam. Wow! I can't believe that flash actually made it over. And now the absolute zero coming out, and a wonderful, wonderful condemn coming out from Vayne, knocking him back into the and the headbutt pulverize coming out, hitting on the graves, and now Vayne cleans up the Shen. Oh my gosh, red team is bringing it back. It was 6-0 as far as kills go, and now all of a sudden it's 6-5. So red team is now taking the dragon. They're not really gonna have any. There's no way that the team can contest this. Everybody was dead on their team. There was Shen. Yeah, Shen was down, Graves was down, and so was Nidalee. And so that just gave them a free dragon. And they're right back in this game. They're only 300 gold behind at this point. Oh, sorry, they're actually ahead. Blue team is 300 gold behind now, 500. But shit, wow, that was just a huge swing of gold going into the favor of the red team, and I don't know if this is going to reduce the morale of the blue team or not. It's going to be interesting, and I don't know if Blitzcrank's just trying to bait out a tower dive or what, but Lee Sin's just preventing that. Uh-oh, and now that the mana barrier is popped, if he does this one more time, and Lee Sin, okay, so it does look like Lee Sin's actually going to go in for it, but after the mana barrier is popped, it does have a cooldown on it. And that is going to be extremely dangerous. Blitzcrank does waste, I think, a little bit too much time just trying to bait out initiations on the tower deck, though. I think he was just a little bit too cocky from the previous plays that Lee Sin was doing. I don't think, I don't know if Lee Sin just wasn't warmed up or if he was like talking to somebody, but you can really tell a difference. Oh, and a lot of damage going on his Nidalee, and it looks like, oh no, there might be an initiation going on to the Gragas. Gragas actually gets away. Is he going to hit his ultimate? Yes, it does go up, but it doesn't actually kill him. And now Nidalee might go throw a spear. No, the spear misses, but yes, the damage from the red buff is going to be able to take him down without any problems. A wonderful attempt by Gragas. It was very classy, and you could tell it was classy specifically by his skin. But oh my gosh, Nidalee is so low. She's level 9. Alistar's coming in, gonna go for that headbutt pulverize, but he does get CV'd out, so she's gonna be able to run away really, really easily. And now they're just going for a free blue buff. That is not good times. Alistar does not have a ward here, but they have a pink ward in this bush, so they'd be able to see if there was even a ward. Didn't have any vision, and that's really not good. But Nunu does spot him out. Nidalee is coming out. Oh, the pulverize actually misses. The headbutt goes through it. Now Alistar might go down. The Blitzcrank crab is going to be able to land. Oh, he flashes through the Blitzcrank. Oh, the tip of the spear just barely hits him. Wonderful play by Nidalee. Alistar went this tiny little way, so he was like unable to sidestep it. If he sidestepped here, he would have got hit by the timing of it, but there was just no way that Alistar was going to be able to get out of that. I thought he was out of range of the spear. It was seriously just the last tip of that hitbox. But it looks like the blue team stopped messing around. Again, they picked up 2 kills for nothing, and they're back in the lead by just a little bit. And in the meantime, Lee Sin's just up top taking the tower all to himself. Vayne is just going crazy. It looks like she has quite the attack speed. Blood Boil is really, really helping her out with that farm. She has 90 creep kills opposed to Graves' 90 as well. So despite the 2 deaths, oh my gosh, Graves is coming in, and the cleanse coming out from Vayne. She gets exhausted afterwards, but she's gonna do a lot of damage. And now, oh my gosh, the tumble out of the ultimate, and now the condemn back into the absolute zero. Wonderful, wonderful play. Going out, and now there's 2 members of the red team. Oh, Shen gets out of there with the dash, but the Ignite coming down, and I don't think that's going to be enough damage, and Skarner takes it right when the flash goes down. Lee Sin doing a wonderful job, and the safeguard now coming out. I don't know. Yes, Nidalee is going to get the pounce. Cougar form, she's really hunting for those. Oh my gosh, and now she's going to go down simply from the Ignite. Her heal is not going to be enough. And now Skarner's in the way. He's going to get slowed, and the body slam. Wow, the triple kill coming out from Gragas. Oh my gosh, Gragas is going into beast mode. Right now he's the sexiest person in the game, despite contrary beliefs. But he's doing a wonderful job just cleaning up that team fight. I just think the blue team's being a little bit too risky. They're getting too cocky. They should have just taken what they had. They could have just taken that, left one of the people alive, but instead in the end, they traded a 1 for 3 at the very end of that, and I really don't think that was worth it, especially putting 3 kills on Gragas. Gragas is a very powerful champion later on in the game. I mean, he's powerful all throughout. He kind of falls off, but once he gets a Deathfire Grasp, it's going to be very, very intimidating for him. Vayne is taking a ton of damage from Graves, just taking those auto attacks like nobody cares. But that tumble to avoid the collateral damage was absolutely beautiful. And now, yes, Gragas is just going to run into it. He has double buff speed, doesn't have any mana, and that is going to propose an issue. He does have his passive, which kind of gives him that mana, or sorry, the Drunken Rage, which gives him the mana, and then blue buff on top of that. It's going to be really, really good for him. And now, Skarner's coming in. The grab actually misses. Is the headbutt pulverize going to land? Yes, the headbutt pulverize does land. They're just kind of going in there for a little bit of harass, but the heal from Nidalee is just proving to be a little bit too strong right now. And now Vayne's... They were pinging on the Vayne. I don't know. Yeah, it looks like the blue team's coming down for another gank, but this time there's actually Ward and Tribush, so they're going to be able to get away and not have to worry about any crazy action, especially coming out from that Skarner. That Impale right when Lee Sin flash is just the most demoralizing thing ever. Oh no, Lee Sin, he's not going to be able to get out of here. He tries to safeguard, but he gets grabbed again at the last second. Very unfortunate. I don't know exactly what the Lee Sin's doing. I thought he would have learned from the first time, but in the meantime, you know, Nidalee's able to take top tower, and Gragas is able to take mid tower, and now Nidalee's just doing what Nidalee does best and split pushing. And blue team takes the first bottom tower as well. And blue team's pinging off for dragon, so it looks like they may get this dragon this time around. Now that Lee Sin's down, they can't really smite steal. So it's very unfortunate. Lee Sin, if he wanted to make a move like that, he needed to make sure that dragon either wasn't spawning soon or they weren't going to be in a position where they could take dragon. I think that Lee Sin death really just kind of set them up for failure. It gave them that bottom tower as well as dragon. That really was not worth the attempt at whatever he was attempting to do. And a lot of damage exchanging going up top, and now, oh my gosh, Alistar's all by himself. He does get power fisted, but now Lee Sin's coming in. Very, very ballsy, and the grab going out from Blitzcrank, grabbing Lee Sin on just the tip of that grab, and now the Absolute Zero coming out, and I think it's going to hit for a lot of damage. Grace gets out just in time. The condemn stuns into the wall. Skarner is going to go down, but he doesn't have vision on him, so it's not going to happen. Graves now taking a ridiculous amount of damage. Vayne actually needs to get away from this. I don't know if she's going to be able to get out of the taunt. She actually cleanses at the perfect time. Is able to tumble out of the way, but I think, yes, her turning around to shoot is just not going to be enough. She's not able to get out of that. It was a very risky play by her, but I think if she cleansed and then tumbled flashed through them, she might have been able to get away. But, you know, hindsight's 20/20. It's very difficult to save with certainty. But Vayne did exactly what she tried to do. She lived for as long as possible and did a great job doing it. But now, Nidalee almost takes that inner top tower on the red team. And that's not looking good for the red team. And a huge creep wave. Gragas just picks up almost 1,000 gold. Jeez, that was ridiculous. I haven't seen a huge creep wave like that. And Skarner getting the Gragas out. And now the ultimate coming out from Gragas is able to pull it off. Gonna be able to disengage that fight just a little bit. And now Skarner's all by himself. I don't know if Gragas is going to get grabbed by this Blitzcrank. That's what I'm really worried about. And now that Shen is coming in, he's going to be able to get that top. No, the Pulverize actually comes out. Gragas is just farming away with as many barrels as he can. now Alistar is going to have to back off, and Nunu is going to be slowed pretty much indefinitely. And now Vayne's here. Everybody's going to back off in the blue team. They really don't want to mess with that Vayne. A great headbutt pulverize coming out, able to pick up the kill onto the... Oh my gosh, now a lot of damage going out onto the Nunu. Nunu's going to have flash, get out there, uses the Blood Boy, but it's going to go down from Graves possibly. Does he have flash? Ah, the quick draw with the auto attack is going to pick it up, and the flash taunt coming out from Shen, being able to get that Vayne, and now Vayne again goes down from the Graves, and Graves is so fed right now. He's doing a wonderful job. 10 kills from Graves. That is super scary. We don't like fed Graves. Well, they don't like fed Graves. I do. I think it's always fun to watch, but he's doing... Surprisingly, he's not doing that much damage to Lee Sin. Lee Sin does have that ninja tabby to really help out. He has 100 armor as well as the passive, so basic attacks do 10% less damage. It's pretty insane, I have to say, but luckily, you know, he does have that tank ability, so he's going to be able to go in there and kind of initiate onto the Graves a little bit, take a few shots, try to get in place to get one of those dragon kicks, so it kind of either disengages him from the fight or throws him in the middle of his team. And now, Alistar's getting sandwiched in between the Blitzcrank and the Graves. I don't know if he's going to be able to get out of this. It doesn't. Oh, the grab coming out from, and the headbutt onto the Graves. The pulverize, but the ignite goes off. Yeah, the ignite from is going to be two. Oh no, now Nidalee gets dragon kicked away by Lee Sin. That was a very good dragon kick, being able to disengage that. And now Nidalee's just going to tank this tower. As well as kill it. No, Gragas is coming. She actually is going to back away. Very surprising. She was so close to getting that. Now a lot of action going down bot. Vayne's actually really close. Yeah, she goes down. A great collateral damage prediction coming up from Graves. Graves is now god like this. Not to be good. It gets another double kill. So no, 12 kills for Graves. 143 CS. Being an absolute monster in this game right now. And as you can tell, Graves has 9,800 gold, which is almost double Vayne. It's, you know, not quite there, but it's only a couple K away from it. Wonderful job by Nidalee, also being able to take that inner top tower. That's going to provide a lot of pressure in that top lane now. Also, just if they don't have their own, if Red Team does not have their own jungle warded at this point, this entire section of this map, this entire quadrant is going to be a death trap for them. Because Blue Team can be in there. This provides them with an insane amount of Baron pressure. Because Blue Team has no towers to retreat to if things go awry. They just have nothing. They have no vision. There's no temporary vision. And Nidalee's actually going to get out of there. She's going to be able to flash over the wall and just hop into Cougar form and go away. I'm assuming she's probably going to hop over the Baron pit. No, she just uses the CV. Yeah, notices they're not following her. Does throw out a spear, doesn't hit anybody, and now Nunu's just going to throw out the Ice Blast, try to get a little bit. Is he going to get grabbed through the wall? No, Nunu just gets tucked up, power fisted, and a great ultimate coming out from Gragas. The Absolute Zero coming out, the flash ult from... Oh my gosh. So Gragas was able to take out the Blitzcrank, but a great flash ultimate coming out from the Blitzcrank and making sure that he doesn't take as much damage from the Absolute Zero as he needed to. But he just didn't have the back from Gragas. Again, doing a ton of damage. Collateral damage coming out from Graves. Doing a ridiculous amount of AoE damage. Alistar goes down to the Graves. Skarner picks up the Lee Sin. And Graves picks up the Gragas as well. Great double kill from him. And now another triple kill. Jeez. Oh my gosh, this Graves. Seriously, Graves. Oh my gosh. He's doing absolutely ridiculous this game so far. They're going to take this tower without any problems whatsoever. Possibly back off by a little bit. Graves can almost get another BF sword. He's at 11,000 gold. Oh my gosh, 11,000 at 23 minutes. That's very, very impressive. And he's going to have even more. A flash taunt coming out on the Nunu. But Nunu is able to get away. The Randuin's was popped by Shen, but it's not really going to matter too much because Nunu does have the Blood Boy. He has the Ice Blast to be able to back him up a little bit. I don't think the rest of the team was ready for it, and that's why Nunu didn't even need to pop Shurelya's. So overall, wonderful play by the Blue Team. And there's the surrender vote coming out from the Red Team. Man, that was an insane match. Just absolutely insane. Blue Team had a commanding lead at the beginning, and then they started to lose it. Red Team actually came back, got ahead at one point, and then they just kind of threw it away. So it was very close at the beginning, and then blue team just kicked it into high gear and was like, hey, we're winning this game, and just took it. So congratulations to the blue team, and GG to the red team. Again, if you guys like my videos, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It helps more than you think. I come out with videos I try to come out with videos on a daily basis, if not two, just to provide nice high-level ELO games that you can cast. Yeah, I don't typically focus on one individual person. I might start doing that in the future, going a little bit in-depth to what that person's doing, but I haven't really decided on that. It kind of depends on what you guys want. But yeah, make sure to leave me comments if you guys have any questions or have any features you want to see that's added. Feel free to let me know. And thanks. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.